I started listening to Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. The book is phenomenal, I'll say that. I'll leave this video episode spoiler free. I will not talk about everything when it comes to the book, but I wanted to give some of my thoughts here in this video on what I've thought about the book and some of the impressions that I've had and some of the things I've learned about myself by reading it. In life, people are influenced by so much from a very early age. Even before we could comprehend that we've been influenced, we have. By friends, by family, by authority figures, by your parents, by your grandparents, by people who are wiser than you, people who have lived more experience. And they are influenced by their experiences. In Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill, he goes down and kind of illustrates how those influences can affect people in a positive way or in a negative way. And he goes into the minute details of why certain negative thoughts and why certain institutions want you to continue to have a certain agenda, because it keeps people who are in power and people who have influence doing just that, influencing you. I've had thoughts like this in the past. And if you know me, if somebody says something or if I learn something new, my favorite follow-up, and it has always been this, is why? And then somebody will say, well, et cetera, et cetera. Then I'll say, but why is that? And I'll keep trying to pry and get more information. That's just my curious mind at work. While listening to Outwitting the Devil, I've come to realize that a lot of the concepts that Napoleon Hill outlines in the book are something that I already had been doing in my life. Not just taking something on face value, but being skeptical, asking questions, thinking about why somebody wants me to do something. And is it because they want me to do it, or if they have been influenced to do it? I always tell people who know me or people who've been around me, I'm a straight shooter. I'll tell people, like, if people want to hang out with me, I get asked to do stuff all the time. And just know I'm not being rude when I say no. I'm just valuing my time, and I'm valuing what I want to do in that moment. And that doesn't have to be a slight against you. I think in today's day and age, way too many people are seeking the validation of others at the detriment of themselves. I would much rather be around somebody or have somebody spend time with me who actually wants to do it. And they're not there because of an obligation, or they're not there because they want to something from you. Everybody wants to get something out of everything. So let me rephrase that. But they're there in good faith and they want to add value back to you for that exchange. What I've realized is people waste a lot of time in their day-to-day lives having interactions with others, or going to events, or never saying no to anything. Let me ask you this. If you never say no to any offer that somebody gives to you, if you're a people pleaser and anytime somebody invites you to an event, you have FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. If you always say yes to everything, does your presence actually mean anything? Think about that. If you say yes to everything or every event, or people can count on you always being there, is there any value in your presence? I would say you lessen your value by always saying yes. Saying no is a gift for you, but it also can be a kindness to the other person because you're not wasting their time. When you show up somewhere, you're present. When you show up somewhere, you want to be there and you're going to add value back.